Okay, people, I am not one that usually makes videos, but I feel like uh, there hasn't been enough clarity and guides for doing Espinas. And I've tried to text people, people ask me, how do I defeat Espinas? So I'm about to find a normal one. Supposedly, I was collecting some, so I just ran into one out in the wild. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, try and do my thing here. Um, it could also get screwed up if he doesn't start in a sleeping mode because that's what he usually starts in the dens. So I guess there might be some improv here. Trying to think. If he doesn't start off sleeping, just remember do your solar flare charge with the Dread Queen twice on one and then once on the other one because that's like three sleeping turn phases. And then during that, use the Deco pet charm that will be on your horn here. I think you can, yeah. See, you can add it here. Just make sure you have that on so that way those first three turns, you're not doing anything to the Espionage. I think that's pretty clear though for people that are actually attempting to clear. What I take in is the hunting horn for obviously heart regen, Anja bow or the Anjanath bow, for I think it gives fire blight, but then there is a blast coating for like zero stamina. Oops. Um, that is helpful. Yeah, blast coating right there. I do take in blast coating because he's very weak to it and it's really helpful. And then blights like poison, fire, blast blight, basically anything outside of like regular damage or elemental damage, he takes a excuse me. He takes a flat fixed rate of based off of the health pool of the monster, so obviously including Espinas. So that's where your main source of damage is going to come in. So whenever you're getting close to the end, I kind of like test it out. If you have like five paintballs, but you got like fire blight or something, like try and throw a paintball if like it's only a sliver of his health left, just in case the fire blight ticks and it pushes him over that edge. But the main goal is towards the end, whenever like his health is pretty much almost gone and he's ready to retreat. If you have blast blight, don't like the moment you inflict blast blight, wait one more turn to throw a paintball and then that second turn or right after that turn of throwing the paintball, the blast blight will automatically go off. That thing deals a huge chunk of damage, and I think the Brachydios armor, the Bombarder, I think, increases that damage. So you'll do such a big chunk of damage with only a sliver left. You will technically completely like just take away all his health, and it's a guaranteed retreat. Rather than doing what I did and having to repeat the hunt twice, even though I killed him because I kept missing my paintballs. So that's the best thing of note if you're trying to get that retreat because you need the retreat for the eggs. I don't think there's anything else party-wise. Oh yeah, I guess technically, I bring in four Dread Queens. I think it's just a lot easier to manage because you get the Soul Flare, and then I hardly ever use Ratha. I think maybe there were some times where I was trying to build his kinship gauge. Um, but other than that, you're just mainly going to be using your Dread Queens and then being smart by using your Nursilla whenever possible. But the thing is like even with like Nursilla, um, like as soon as you get his kinship charged all the way, you're going to want to use that quickly. Conserving charges for your Dread Queens, even though they're the ones that get their kinships back as fast as possible, I found when using Nersilla's mount, as soon as I got it to help like negate a turn or something like that, it was so much better because then I could focus on a Dread Queen that hadn't been quite just maxed out yet. And more often I found myself with like max Dread Queen kinships whenever I was using the Nursilla one pretty much as soon as possible, or even if he was already in the rage state, just using it right then and there to negate either a charge or his AoE shifting out of rage state. So I think I'll stop talking. I'll test out and see if this thing... We'll see what happens.
We've got the upper hand.
Okay, so he starts in this state, I guess? I don't know. Okay, so she's doing a technical attack. It looks like he might be looking at Korra. We'll see. This could also be completely wrong now, this hunt, and everything I'm saying is completely lost to the wind. So usually, I guess a big tip is you want to get started on your hunting horn right away. I'm going to go ahead and just do the solar cry. Yeah. So I'll explain some really helpful tips later as I go along. For me, I try to get the hunting horn as much as possible. I don't know who's going to attack or if he attacks everybody now. This will suck if this is the case. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and just give it a go. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't start off with the sleep, so this can screw up a little bit, but okay, so with the red line, it means he's going to shoot a fireball, which means there is nothing I can do to negate that unless I use a kinship, which I don't recommend, or if he's focused on me, I will use my lance, what's it called, Daring Guard, or During Guard. I'll use that to negate the fireball completely. But in this case, since I don't have the 3 turns, it seems like I'm completely screwed. So in this case, when he's focusing my Rathian, I pretty much know for a fact that she's going to die. I have nothing on hand right now. What you could do is you could go ahead and use like a surrogate gem to like negate that, but I'm not really pressed about it. I'm going to see if I can recover out of this. But yeah, that's why you want to have the hunting horn being built up like crazy, especially for this initial go. What I'm probably going to do is I'm actually going to switch over. So that way, Toxic Sweep will usually trigger before he shoots a fireball. So, let's see. Next I need is red. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this. Oh, shielding stance. Okay, never mind. Okay, so here's a fun fact. Anytime a character like Korra or Gravy have like a yellow attack pattern, Korra is going to take the enmity off of the Espinas. At least this is for in his normal state. And in rage state, if Korra or Gravy are using a yellow ability, it usually means he's not going to be doing a the AoE shift yet. I think that's what it is. But what you do have to be wary of, and I'll explain this later, is the charges. The charges on Espinas like deal damage to everyone. So even if they're using a yellow ability, but you know he's going to do a charge based off the attack pattern combo, then you still want to, do your kinship or whatever. The only thing that you need to be wary of is Gravy will use Second Wind sometimes. Second Wind does not count as them using a yellow ability. I found that out the hard way, but if he's doing like a regular like focus attack and you don't see like a red, yellow, or blue line going to a specific character, usually more often than not you'll see Espinas' head either pointed at Korra or Gravy, and then if you can see that they're using like a yellow ability, usually that means that they're taking the enmity away. But if you can see a colored line, even when he's looking at Cora and Gravy, usually they're doing a head-to-head, and sometimes, more often than not, they're going to lose it, but sometimes they win it, so it's just kind of whatever. But yeah, with the red line, you cannot head-to-head it. It is unavoidable, so that's a tip for everyone out there. But she's going to take it away, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do Solar Cry, and I'm going to go ahead and pet, because I'm not going to take any damage.
Over here! Push yourself, Chief. You're the best.
So the thing looks angry, be careful. So there are 3 different combos that Espinas can have, and I'll try to do my best to explain this with as much clarity as possible. But the 3 things that your Palico will respond as soon as Espinas gets into rage is the thing looks angry, be careful. That's my favorite one to do. It's responding to you and it's angry. That's the next best one. And then I think we've made it angry, very angry. That is the worst possible combo you can get. And if you get like 3 or 4 of those in a row, it's going to be really hard to try and manage your Kinsex well. So sometimes it's worth restarting. But I have been able to recover a run from even as much as that. But it is super tough, and so sometimes it's just better to kind of like move on with it. So in this instance, it was the thing looks angry, be careful. So what he's going to do, I'm going to call this out before I even show anything, just so that way you can see that I'm right. He's going to first do a head-on. It's a speed one, so it doesn't mean it's going to be a fireball or anything. It is a guarantee head-on. Oh, never mind, you can see it. Okay. But he's doing it to Gravy. So at that point, in case Gravy is going a power attack, he's going to lose the head-on. He needs to be doing technical head-ons, while Espinas is in rage state. You'll win 100% of your head-ons that way, so long as the line is not red. It can be yellow or blue. In normal Espinas state, speed will win 100% of your head-ons. I'll explain something else as far as like health is concerned, because I'm sure there's some people that are making that mistake as well, but I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, so the thing looks angry, be careful. So first thing he's going to do is a speed head-on, which he's doing with Gravy right now. The second one will be fireball. The third one will be another head-on, but Gravy is going to lose, so the head-on will be with either my Dread Queen or my Hunter, and then he will do the Flames AoE. So that means in this turn alone, I should only be using one kinship, or one kinship mount. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get another one here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. Well, should I? Yeah, no, because the fireball is going to be pointed at me. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway.
Here we go. That how good must be. Come on, everyone.
So now he's aiming it at my Rathian again, which is just absolutely lovely. But what I'll do here is I will set this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit his head as well. I take the hit from that, but I get the heart back. This should be easily recoverable, though, in my opinion. So yeah, okay, so he's doing a head-on. So, oh, dang it. I might have screwed this up. No, this is just gonna have to be what I do. We'll see if this works.
Keep it up.
Alright, perfect. So now he's doing the AoE. It sucks. Okay, so he's doing the AoE either way. So at the end of the combo, no matter what, No matter what combo he's doing, when it's on the turn that he's going to do the AoE, it doesn't matter if Korra or Bishaton is doing a yellow attack, he's still going to do the AoE. That's what you have to watch out for. And I think the same goes for the charges. If they're using a yellow ability, but you know he's going to do a charge, just, like, leave it alone. But usually more often than not, you can easily predict, like, he's doing a normal attack, but they're using a yellow one. So I'll call it out as I do it. But yeah, this is the point where you mount. Don't use your kinship, just use a regular attack on the head. This is actually a good state. You want to try and have...
Just calm down.
Okay, well, this sucks. So I'm going to go ahead and use the surrogate gem, because I want to try and at least have this run at a recoverable rate. So I'm going to do this.
Counting on you.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use the surrogate gem. This is just bad RNG right now for me, but I'm going to still... Ah! Okay, see, I wasn't paying attention. Korra took that enmity. But this next one is going to be head-on. So when you're doing head-ons with your hunting horn and building the charge up, one of the most optimal things is to get rainbow notes. And so long as you're winning... Let's see, this should be... So long as you're winning your head-ons, those rainbow notes count for any color. And so it's good, like, especially if you can get the first 2 notes rainbow and still have your combo to regen a heart, you have a chance to put sleep on Espinas, which he's also really weak to. But in this case, it's just gonna be this. But remember, normal state, speed head-on. Okay, so here's the thing. As you can see with my Hunter and Dread Queen, they're both at 1 health. So what you're gonna want to do in this case is with the 1 health each, no matter if you're doing head-on or even doing like During Guard for your lance, no matter what, no matter what, you're always going to do the head-on, and as long as you're doing it successfully, you're never going to lose 1 health. So yeah, let me repeat that again. If you are at 1 health, or your monster is at 1 health, and you're doing a red or blue line head-on, so long as you're always successful, which just means staying on top of knowing what state he's in, you will not lose that health. And I'll show that right now. So since he's at 95, I'm going to go ahead and get this Rathian filled. He's doing a speed attack. I'm doing a speed attack. We both might actually do a double head-to-head, which helps damage his red wyvern gauge, I think is what they call it. So that's what I'm trying to trigger here. But if that doesn't end up being the case, then I will still win the head-on and we both don't lose health. Let's see. So yeah, speed. We're both focusing on the head. That's great. So yeah, we're gonna trigger a double. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't do wyvern gauge damage there. Interesting. Okay, so now he's in enraged state. This one was he's angry. Be careful. So it's the same one as before. Speed, fireball, speed, AOE. She's got taunt, so he might actually shoot at Korra instead of Gravy, but either way, they're gonna take damage, so it's stupid. But yeah, let's see.
Let's go.
And since that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and you get my heart back right now. Yeah, because this is gonna be the best thing to do right now.
Counting on you. Thank you.
Oh, I applied sleep to him too.
Are you okay? I'll survive.
Okay, so he's shooting a fireball at her. So we're good. Fireball. What I'm going to do here, since he's shooting a fireball, I'm going to take this time to actually load my bow with blast coating, but I'm still not going to use it yet. Another thing to point out is with the red gauge for staggering, you want to try and save it for when he's in a rage state, and you want to try and stagger him when he's going to be using a rush or a fireball. It can be super helpful. It's kind of hard to get sometimes, but that's why we're building resources in the first place. It just might be harder for me since I didn't have like the first 3 turns being him sleeping. So I'm gonna do this. This should actually get him all the way. So I'm gonna use blast coating on my bow, and I'm gonna put it specifically on his wing.
Push yourself. Okay.
All right, so they're doing a head-on. Anytime you mount a monster, he'll head-on with them. But since I can't show you that right now, he'll focus on them. But this is not the case of if you mount a monster and he was going to shoot a fireball, he's now going to head on you. That's not the case. He'll still fireball at that point. It's just if he was already going to head on me or my Rathian, when I mount, it just combines the head-ons as both. I think if they mount leading, specifically for them, if they mount leading into the next turn and he was originally going to head on me, I think it swaps over to them, but I don't think it works the other way around. It's just because for them, it's an automatic thing to trigger at the start of the turn to mount. But yeah. I think another thing to note is with the Angibo, like you can see that I have like 1 coating applied or something like that. I think, I don't know how the bar levels work. I don't understand it super well. Either way, I notice when I head on, that blue bar is completely full. So I don't know if it means like I have a chance at proccing Blast Blight more often, the higher that bar level is. But when I head on, it's just much more helpful. Okay, so I got 2. So this is perfect. What I might actually do is I might sleep needle here. Well, actually no, because then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do solar cry. And then here I'm gonna do technical on the head. Wait, how did I not get my? Oh, did I not? Oh my goodness, I'm screwing up here.
Counting on you. Ready?
All because I'm talking. As you can see, the mistake I made was apparently I didn't get my heart regen back. So I could be screwed here. Just off my own hubris. So yeah, just a regular. Oh, she's doing Magma Surge. So she's actually going to stop him from doing an AoE. So this actually gives me an opportunity to build my Wyvern gauge a little more. But what I did do is I swapped monsters, so now I made the mistake of... I'll go ahead and just slap them anyway.
I've got this.
So if you or them are doing a kinship, you're always going to outbeat the AoE. Him being staggered and toppled over, obviously the turn is negated. When he gets up, he is still going to do the freaking AoE shot, but this just gives me an extra turn to build my stuff back. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to instead of this, I'm actually going to do Sleep Needle and see if I can't proc a sleep just to help me recover my mistake with the Hunting Horn. But yeah, here we go. Here's the case. Okay, so he did not go to sleep. He's still going to do the AoE, so ignore that.
Counting on you. Ready?
Cora thing. Ignore Cora's yellow attack. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I just hope he doesn't do a fireball. Please let it be a head-on.
Tell me that. Let's calm down.
Oh, son of a biscuit. In this case, this run is going to be pretty much entirely unrecoverable. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do this. In this case, when you're negating a fireball or a rush, just do the superpower because it'll skip past that move. But at least you won't like take like all this damage. It's not worth it. So just do the kinship. Get that extra damage in.
Come on, everyone.
Okay, so now he's doing a head-on. So I'm getting a rainbow. So technically what I need is another green, but because I'm guaranteed the successful head-on doing a speed technical attack, that rainbow note is going to count as a recoverable heart. Let's see.
Counting on you. Now! Yeah!
Okay, so here's where I will swap to the bow. I'll do rapid shot. Give me a second here. Let me. Okay, so I get the. I always do the rapid shot. I think is it quick shot crush? I do rapid shot break. I think either one goes increases charge gauge by 1 level. See, I think it's just better to do rapid shot break. That's what I did to win. So this is where I will be trying to inflict Blast Blight.
Now!
So Blast Blight has been inflicted, and as you can see, he's in rage state now. The Wyvern gauge is in the perfect area. Thing looks angry, be careful. It's a yellow attack, so we're not going to see the line, so he's not doing a rush. So the Wyvern gauge is at the perfect spot. If we topple him here, which I'm going to do, it sets us up for skipping his fireball. So then none of the team takes a hit. So, gosh. Guess I'll do Toxic Sweep here.
Let's go!
Basically, I'm going to try and guarantee. So usually I try to keep my stamina at 100 in case I need a Daring Guard, or at least keep it above 48 stamina. So in this case, with me doing another rapid shot break, I'm not going to be alone being able to, or I'm not going to be below the threshold that I need to have either a Daring Guard or recover a Vitality Heart. But since my bow does a lot of Wyvern gauge damage, if Cora and my Rathian knock him down first, great. I do extra damage to the Wyvern gauge. Other than that, doing the rapid shot break rather than just a normal single bow shot helps guarantee that I at least topple him if Cora and Dread Queen don't take him out. So that's my reasoning here. And I usually just, it could just be I do it for, you know, whatever they call it, you know, taboo reasons or whatever, but I just switch to whatever would have initially made me win a head-on. So just so that way I'm in the habit of always knowing what state he's in. So he skipped that fireball phase. So when he gets back up, he'll be doing a head-on.
I'll survive.
I'm going to use this time to do Magnificent Trio. So yeah.
Yeah. Keep going. Nice job. Classic.
So he'll be doing a head-on. Cora is going yellow, so she'll automatically take that hit. What I might do is I might actually needle stab again. If I get a sleep when he wakes up, it'll still be an AoE, but this just gives me an extra turn to do my recovery because I'm so low with the Hunting Horn's recovery right now. So Blast Blight engaged. I don't know if you saw, but it probably did a good chunk of damage. So I'm going to be back here trying to... See, so now I'm at 50 stamina. I don't want to use any more stamina because when he exits out of AoE range, if he does a fireball, then I need the shield to try and tank it. Okay, so he's doing the AoE. Dang, my sleep is not coming in clutch here.
Let's go. Ready? No. What? I won't give up.
Dang it. Okay, so he's doing another freaking... It's crazy, bro.
Counting on you.
Do a toxic sweep here. I'll go blue. Lose another heart here. So I get a rainbow, so negate the red. So stick to speed. Solar Cry. Win the head on. So win this.
Let's go. Watch out. Okay. What?
I actually did not see what it said. Give me a second here. No. Can always check. Okay, so yeah, it's either a head-on fireball, head-on AoE, or it's a head-on rush, head-on AoE. But we'll find out in a second whether or not it did fireball. It could have been be careful again. So what wins me the head-on? Oh, he's in rage state, so technical. So I'm gonna want to switch to my
Counting on you.
Nursilla here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Magnificent Trio again.
Let's go. Thanks.
Now he's asleep, but they're going to wake him back up.
Now's your chance.
So even if he had Fireball or Rush, doesn't matter anymore. When he gets back up, it'll be speed, then AoE. So look at that. That's how you're managing your Wyvern gauge properly.
Counting on you. Nailed it.
So he's in rage state.
Let's go.
So in this case, I'm going to do a double head-on with Nursilla. I should get a rainbow to replace the blue here. So let's see. See if I get that. Yep.
Great. Now. Nice job. This is bad.
Dang it. If they had attacked first and then we put them to sleep, that would have been so helpful. Okay. We're doing good.
Counting on you. Ready?
Look at that. We both survived.
Down.
Oh wow, the one time he does head on, my other teammates are alive. Okay, awesome, great, wow, love it. So I got 71 here, 70 here. I have a feeling he's gonna switch up his thing here soon. So what I'm going to do, so I'm actually going to do pet here.
I won! You're the best.
This is tough. This really is hard for me to recover from. It's literally those first 3 turns that makes it a nightmare for me.
This will do it!
Oh, he's asleep!
Come on.
Nice!
Let's go! There it is. Classic! Watch out!
So she takes enmity this time. Okay, be angry, careful. Okay, awesome. So I'm actually going positive here.
Counting on you. No!
Yes, ideally I want them to die so that way they revive after he's done with the AoE. So we are making good recovery here again. I'm not going to use my hunting horn until they're revived so I don't skip it out of turn. I'm going to go ahead and just have my hunting horn ready. I could have gotten the topple here, but I'd rather do a head-on.
Tell me what.
Yeah, see, okay. Yeah, much rather the head-on. And I don't want to topple him. Well, technically, because if I topple him, it's this turn. They don't get up this turn. Yeah, they would get up. They would get up on his ultimate. So technically, I want them up. This does kind of throw my turn out of play. Right now, there's just, it's either or. Should I topple them? Should I not? Well, actually, they survive if I topple them. So never mind. I'm going to topple them. So they'll live.
Let's go!
Okay. And then for the bow, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's technical and do rapid shot break. Let's hope I can inflict some blast blight again. Not this time, but I do get that stagger. And then let's go ahead. I'm gonna do the Magnificent Trio here. He's doing another speed attack, so yes. So with the Magnificent Trio, this is why you want full stamina. By the time he does his AoE attack and I would need to shield something, I'm already gonna have well above stamina. I'm actually at 50 stamina, I think, after this. 54 stamina. So as I'm above that 48, I will take that.
Yeah, they got this! Counting on you.
There we go. Okay, so no matter what, yeah, he's focused on Bishaton anyway.
Ready?
Nice. This is the way we want it. And there we go. Dang, he's been doing a lot of fireballs, not a whole lot of head-ons recently.
Let's go.
I'm gonna build up another heart system. It's crazy how set back I am. This is already like 3 or 4 rage rotations. It's crazy. Okay, so they're out. Head on. Is he doing a toxic sweep? Oh, he's just doing a regular speed attack. Okay, that saves our stamina. Okay. So what is he attacking? Because, okay, if we both attack the head, I get a rainbow note here. Oh, and it's blue anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and he's... Okay, so I have that bar, kinship bar filled. Switch. What will he do here? Speed attack again. He's focused on the tail. I'll run the tail with him. I'll get another red. Another rainbow.
Watch out!
He's in rage state. It's another technical. Let's see. Since I already have 2 here, what I'm gonna do is probably do sleep needle. I'm gonna do that right there, and then for my hunting horn, I'm gonna do a double attack. There we go. Look at that. And we... Never mind. We don't skip the turn. Freaking Bishaton is an absolute hoe. Okay. But he's doing fireball. It was the be careful. I totally ignored whatever the last one was. And I think... Let me double check. But I think because... Yeah, so the next time I use the hunting horn, because I have 2 rainbow notes, they count as green as well. So not only will I be getting a heart back, I will also be inflicting heavy sleep on Espinas with the next magnificent trio. It is so awesome. So since this is the case, I have a full stamina. I'm going to do this. Let's get that Blast Blight going, baby, now. There we go. Blast Blight inflicted. So, one thing that I say, I'm just going to go ahead and pet. Once you inflict Blast Blight, you can't keep double inflicting it, so it's not really worth it for me to keep using my stamina. I should save it for a shield opportunity, since I don't have a head on.
Good monster.
Okay, let's see. So next turn he will explode. Oh, he's doing AoE as well. Whatever has the most stamina, I switch to that monster to ride.
Let's go. Ready?
Just so that way I know that, like, I get a little boost from it. Oh, are you kidding me? So he stays trapped here. I don't know if it says if she's using a trap. Doesn't matter. We can build up. We can just build up a lot of stamina this way, actually. If we just do normal attacks. There we go. And we're back where we won again. Our team is alive. But he's head-oning me, and he's also susceptible to paralysis now. We got 81 stamina for that guy, which is incredible. So I think we're going to want to use that, because when your monsters are in the background, the max they'll go is 70 stamina. So they're not quite there just yet. But if you're doing normal attacks, not spending any stamina, and like I took extra turns, now this Dread Queen has boosted stamina. And what I'm gonna do is do a power break, rapid shot break, because I can afford the stamina. Try to inflict that. So he might get toppled. So what I'm actually going to do to try and spare myself from getting a topple in normal state, which completely fine if it doesn't. Well, yeah, completely fine if it doesn't. But I'm going to want to just... What does my hunting horn look like? I could have all rainbow notes and still be a-okay. That seems like really fun. I've never done that before. I might do that. Hold on. So I got one here. I might actually just do hunting horn, speed. No, no, no. I don't want to risk it because if he gets paralyzed, then I don't get the head on. Okay, so yeah. So we'll do speed, regular speed, stabby, stabby, pokey, pokey. Yeah, we're good here. Haha! Called it.
Now's your chance.
Okay, so he got toppled in normal state, which is fine.
Go for
But
the-
like, see what I did there? I called what could have been me having to reset the hunting horn all over again. That would have been ridiculous. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and try and inflict sleep on him again. I'm gonna try and do some high wyvern gauge damage, since now we're gonna have to deal with whatever is in rage state. Rapid shot break. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, so much damage here.
Nailed it. Good going. Nice job.
Look at that. We've made it angry, very angry. This is the worst one we get. So he's going to do a charge. And like I said, second wind doesn't count, doesn't matter. So he's going to do a charge, speed attack, charge, AoE. So the best combo to do here is mount a monster. Yes, okay, my kinships are up. We are up on kinships. So my goal here is to do mount the monster, kinship attack. Then when he does the speed, do whatever. Then when he does the second rush, shield up. I'm going to try and negate the damage. If I take 2 hearts, oh well. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm still trying to conserve my kinship. So you'll see how I do it here. So it's going to be rush, speed, rush, AoE. And like I said, go ahead and use the Nursilla one as like soon as possible. If we can, well, actually, no, I don't. Yeah, no, there's no way for me to break the Wyvern gauge as quickly. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna.
Okay. Sleep now.
All right, we skipped the speed and we're gonna get the rush again, but it's whatever. Actually, what I could do is I could, since I have 2 kinships, I might actually needle him again, because it does major wyvern fall damage, and then go rapid shot break. Hold on. Yeah, and do rapid shot break on his wing.
I've got this. Good one. Now's your chance.
So we also skipped the second rush. Look at that. We're conserving so much.
Now.
And we're doing wyvern gauge damage all over again. now he's got Blast Blight.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna do another. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do another Rapid Shot Break just for the thrill of it. Even though I already have Blast Blight inflicted.
Nailed it. Good going.
There we go.
Watch out.
So hopefully by next Rage State will be available. So yeah, we skipped that. Look at that. That is awesome. We recovered this run so well. We recovered it so well. Okay, so let's see.
Ready? Oh, no. Not.
Kind of in a bad spot. Watch him do Fireball though because of this. Oh no, 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 it's not. It's a head on. We got 77 here. Okay. He's doing Solar Cry. We don't need that. We'll do Toxic Sweep. Our Hunting Horn is looking fantastic. I can actually do a Rapid Shot Break again, try and inflict that. See, this is what's really fun. So I'm gonna do it just because I'm stupid. I shouldn't, but this is funny. Speed attack, hunting horn, all rainbow notes. It's all rainbow notes. I can still do the song. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do another Rapid Shot Break, because I'll still be above the 50 stamina threshold. We might do a lot of enough to topple him. I hope not. No, she took the hit. So no, we won't topple him this round.
Keep it up.
It's responding to you when it's angry. So this is Speed, Rush, Speed, AoE. So the thing is since our Rathian is almost fully charged up, we're gonna go ahead and just do as much damage again as possible. We can topple him here. We skip the rush. Nice! So we skip the rush, so we save ourselves a kinship. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'll spend my stamina below 50 now because he's gonna do an AoE when he gets back up. Or it'll be speed, then AoE. So I'll have enough time to get above 50 stamina again. But I'm still trying to inflict that that Blast Blight.
Let's go. Nice job. Nailed it. Watch out.
Okay, so here's where I'm just gonna do a normal. What I might do is another Sleep Needle here. Yeah, because I'll Sleep Needle on his wing, and then I will technical just.
Great. They're open. This is bad.
Nice. So 70. Yeah. I want this.
Ready?
Aim for the head. I do power attack when I'm mounted on my Dread Queen just because it's just a little, if anything, barely any damage, extra damage. Okay, so yeah, I haven't been able to use the Turing Guard yet. You can use a kinship to block it, but since I have the hearts, if I die from the poison, I'll explain this in a minute. Let's see. Oh, I'm about to run out of time. I only got 5 minutes left here. Let's go ahead and do this.
Counting on you.
But if I block the shield, there's this chance, it's on the smaller side, but there's a chance I might be poisoned. If he poisons me after I block his initial attack, I'll still die and lose a heart, but there's a chance that I can negate it, and it's just a chance I'm willing to take. So I did get poisoned, so I do lose the heart. He's doing Toxic Sweep, so I'm going to go ahead and do my Magnificent Trio to not mess up their revive.
Let's go. I'll survive.
Okay. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to try... No, I can't be inflicting anything. I need to save, conserve. So yeah, we're going to do this.
Let's do this. Okay.
It's responding to you in is angry. Speed, rush, speed, again. Let's see. I got enough resources, so I'm gonna sleep needle him.
Counting on you.
I'm gonna see if we can't go for a topple.
Push yourself.
Okay, so he rushes.
Let's go.
Only got a couple minutes left, but in any case, I've explained mostly exactly what's going on. So, since I only had an hour to really explain all this, I hope that this will help you get the clear. For most of the stuff, what you've been seeing has been a lot of rinse and repeat, but I've just been calling out what I've been doing. I know his health is pretty close to being dead anyway.
Now's your chance.
So of course, remember my advice I said at the beginning about the paintball. Throw the paintball. If you have Blast Blight or they're doing like a really big heavy attack, like if she's doing her bomb rush or their kinship attack, throw that paintball out, especially when it's a sliver of health left, and then you should be able to get it taken care of. Okay, so we skipped the AoE, saved ourselves some time here.
Counting on you. Classic. Nice job.
So it's AoE time.
Let's go. Ready? No.
But yeah, okay, so I only have a minute left, but either way, hope this helps clarify a whole lot of stuff. I hope this gets you the clear that you need to get past this thing. And yeah, I guess I will see y'all around. Take care and have a good one. I got 30 seconds left. So we're gonna do a quick attack to try and speed that out. And then I'm going to do a red attack.
Now.
You know, I might actually do a part two. We'll see.